Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming, attending today's monthly service for Tenchi Kane and our July memorial service for all of our ancestors and friends as well, but especially those who passed away this month of July. If you have not done so, if you look at the description portion of YouTube, there is a link, and that link will take you to the the service order. And what I've done is, if you have the prayer book, great. I have the prayer book numbers, the page numbers listed for you there. If you have, if you haven't downloaded the additional prayers, there's hyperlinks to them so that you don't have to download them. You can just go straight to the hyperlinks. I made sure, and I do owe all of you an apology. Last service, when I tried to do this, I did not realize the PDFs did not work. So you have the Microsoft Word document. Please open it in that and just click on that and everything should work. I'm still new to technology. I'm trying to make things as convenient as possible. It takes a lot of work, let me tell you. Anyway, so if you haven't downloaded or at least have the service order on a separate page, please go ahead and get that done. That would be wonderful. That way you know what the order is. In English, though, there's one error, and you'll see what the error is because, I had this gut feeling about this error, and I was right about the gut feeling. So anyway, and I think, and also please, if you haven't done so yet, please go to the Survey Monkey, which is also all the way down. And what I'm doing is I created a document, and every time we have services, or even when I come to service, what I'm doing is I'm documenting, and I'm writing the names down of all the people who are attending church, and then those will also be offered to Kami-sama as well. So aside from being in the Gokinencho, you're also in a special book, something similar, very similar to what Konko Daijin was instructed to do by Kami-sama. So please go to Survey Monkey and do that. I'll remind you also at the end of today's service. For those of you who are new, I'm Todd Takahashi. I am the resident minister here at the Konko Church of San Diego. And so with that, I would like to begin today's service. So if you can go to the prayer of sincere Toritsugi, that is also, if you hover over the hyperlink, it should pop up as well. If you haven't downloaded, please go to that and let us begin with the prayer of sincere Toritsugi. Haide. Prayer of sincere Toritsugi. I am a Konko Kyo believer. I believe in Ikigami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kane no Kami. I have come today to practice my faith, appreciate and acknowledge the blessings, favors, and interventions of Tenchi Kane no Kami. Honor the ancestors, and learn more about the faith of Konko Daijin. As I learn more about the heart of Tenchi Kane no Kami, I nurture the faith of my spiritual family. Thus, I boldly confess that my mind is alert, my heart is receptive, and I will never be the same as long as I practice the faith and receive Toritsugi. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami sama, thank you. Haide. Let us begin today's service. Chido Haide, 4 sincere claps. Amatsunorito. For those of you who cannot read Japanese, on the English portion is the Romaji version of Amatsunorito. Amatsunorito. Takaman no hara ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no hyugan no nachiban no wodon no aubagi hara ni misogi harai tamau toki ni aremaseru harai don no O kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare o harai tamai kiyome tamae to mosu koto no yoshi yo amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni amen no fuchi konman no mimi 振り立ててひこしめせとかしこみも申す。 Please bow your heads and receive the rite of purification. Please open your prayer books to page 2 for the mediation prayer. Mediation prayer. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Time flows without cease. Years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is a truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous work, let us praise Tenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as the divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings. This is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day, he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth. And he knew not the coming of night. By night, he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered. And he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi Kane, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray. Please bow your heads in prayer. 天幕も賢き手紙金光大臣天地金の親神様の御前に本校教サンディエゴ教会長仕込み賢みも毛作仕込かれどが天地金の神橋神未徳天地に招く道渡らせたまいこの皆を生かし老図のことを整えさせたまい聞いても天地の間に住む人間を神の愛しごとめでい尽くしみたまいてあるわどうも賢きどの神にな On this warm yet beautiful July morning, here at the Kongko Church of San Diego, on behalf of your beloved children, we have joined in one heart to share our love, sincerity, and appreciation to you for the blessings, favors, and interventions we receive daily. We offer our hearts of appreciation for the daily goyo of our spiritual patriarch, Kyoshu Kongko-sama. We pray that you will keep him and his wife, Yaiko-sama, healthy in order for them to continue with their goyo. We thank you for our parent churches and their respective head ministers, Kongko Church of Tamamizu, Reverend Masao Yukawa, and Kongko Church of San Francisco, Reverend Joanne Lynn Tolosa. We also offer prayers of appreciation for those ministers who have supported and continue to pray for not just the San Diego Church, but also the flame of faith that continues to burn ever so brightly here in San Diego County. Mahalo Anui for the Reverends Tenchi Kane, Kyoji Kongko, Toyo Saito, Roderick Hashimoto, Koichi and Seiko Kongko, Kyoshi and Wakiko Igawa, Mitsuo Ishimatsu, Edna Matsuoka, Kazuichi Nogata, Shuko Tsuda, Bishop Amy Uzunoe Chin, Nobuharu Uzunoe, Michinori and Ikue Yagi, and Mitsuko Yasutake. Please keep these ministers in good health so they may be allowed to continue to do their sacred goyo. We also offer prayers of appreciation for the late Dr. Katsumi Miyai and his wife, Mrs. Chioko Miyai, for planting the seed of faith here in San Diego County. Thank you for Mrs. Miyai as she continues to do her utmost to nurture the hearts and faiths of the members of the North County San Diego Gathering. We ask that you keep her healthy and strong and allow her to continue sharing your message of love and hope with those in and out of San Diego County. We also take this time to honor and appreciate you for sending the late Nada Mitsuhiro Bando, the late Reverend Norikazu Yukawa, and Reverend Masaharu Kitegawa, who in their own respective ways helped those suffering to find salvation through faith here in San Diego. We offer our heartfelt appreciation for the Reverend Roderick Hashimoto, who you sent to assist as the second head minister. Thank you very much for the favors you have showered upon each of the Ujiko of the San Diego Church, North San Diego County Gathering, San Diego County, the states of Arizona, Nevada, and Hawaii, as well as Estados Unidos Mexicanos. Many of us continue to receive your favor and interventions, especially in these recent times, in regards to our jobs, health, and the greatest okage of all, life. Kami-sama, please help us to not only keep unconditional love and compassion for all in our hearts, but also to reflect it in our daily lives, especially with what has been occurring in the world. As you witness daily scenes of protest, police brutality based on race and anger, scenes of violence, it is without doubt that I know your heart aches. However, it is through your workings that this hidden illness that has been lurking secretly in our society has finally come to the forefront. It is you who taught us, Tenchi Kane ni sumu ningen wa minna kami no ichiko. Humans living between heaven and earth are all the beloved children of Kami. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is a teaching of love. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is not of acceptance, but of embracing all people as brothers and sisters. We know that this teaching of unconditionality transcends race, sexual orientation, size, the color of one's skin, gender identity, age, occupation, social status, etc. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is about love. We know that through this teaching of unconditionality, you are asking us not to be accepting, but instead to be embracing and loving, kind and generous. I beg of you to please use each of us to make an impact, big or small, on our communities, cities, counties, and countries. Guide us in our hearts and our actions to be embracing, loving, kind, and generous. Sadly, the novel coronavirus has affected people's lives, their physical and mental health, and livelihoods. The numbers in San Diego and California continue to rise. In San Diego alone, there are approximately 19,000 cases. Throughout California, there are about 312,000 cases, and in the United States as a whole, 3.29 million cases, with 970,000 having recovered. Thank you for helping those to recover. This horrible virus has crippled economies throughout the world, shattered people's livelihoods, and has affected our way of life. However, Kongo Daijin taught us, Aratamari ga daichi, or reflection is of the utmost. Thus, I ask you to take our hands and help us to use this opportunity as a means of reflection and resurrection upon our lives, faiths, hearts, and actions. Slowly, as parts of the countries are starting to open up, others are starting to close again. Kami-sama, take the hands of each worker who returns and guide them to do their job safely and with aloha. Guide each person who is going to the store, park, gas station, beach, restaurant to please do what is safe, aloha, and pono. In the spirit of Aiyo Kakyo, I pray that we will begin to think about others as well as ourselves. We offer our sincere apologies for all known and unknown irreverences that we have knowingly and unknowingly committed. We offer our hearts of apologies for the vague and blatant acts and or words that we may have said that hurt another person. We go on our knees to repent of any act that we may have done that may have been elitist, homophobic, racist, xenophobic, transphobic, an act that hurt another person intentionally or unintentionally. Wabi mo shagemasu. We apologize for the meguri of our ancestors. Wabi mo shagemasu. Through this opportunity and in this now, we commit ourselves to becoming better people who are sincerely a reflection of your heart and love. Parent Kami, we ask for your hand of intervention with the current economic and world situation. We pray that we will improve to enable all of us to lead happy and stable lives. Please provide us the faith to overcome current and future hardships in our lives, and the courage to contribute where we can to help you in creating a world of love, harmony, and prosperity. We pray for the victims of tragedies, natural and human-made disasters, to recuperate materially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Please continue to watch over, not just in our own congregation, but all people. Watch over those suffering from illnesses and diseases. We pray for those suffering from mental and physical illnesses and disorders, dementia, cancer, COVID-19, heart disease, etc. With your divine intervention and favor, grant these individuals a renewed life and guide them to becoming useful individuals to society. However, we also pray for those who are their caretakers. Allow them to get time off for themselves. Allow them a moment of sanity and serenity, and give them the additional strength to continue loving and caring for their loved ones. Please allow the San Diego Church to continue to give birth to true believers who continuously acknowledges and appreciates your blessings and receives okage, toku, shintoku, nintoku, as well as lives an abundant life. Please continue supporting us to be a church that will spread the word, heal the wounded, pray for communities, and create bridges to the communities we serve. As we continue working to achieve our goals in our individual lives, whether it be for our occupation, studies, relationships, and personal growth, help us to remember to enjoy the blessings we are receiving every day. And as we ask for your protection and guidance with every step we take, please give us the strength to move forward in all aspects of our lives. Help us to live a kami-centered life as we are all allowed to live in the universe through your grace. We ask for your guidance that before December 31st, 2024, we will have a new church property, and ask that you take the lead with Yukawa Sensei's spirit in rebuilding the church that the late Reverend Norikaze Yukawa established. This church will not be dependent on others. We, the San Diego Church Ohana, will cling to you and trust in you to rebuild your church. We pray that the blessings and favor of today's service is granted and received by all here today and those who could not be with us. Me ke aloha pumehana. Mahalo anuie, our beloved Ikigami Konko Daiji, Tenchi Kane. Now, please raise your heads. Shiro Tomoni Haide, 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer books to page 29 for the Shintoku Sanji. Shintoku Sanji. 仰ぎ祭れば天高く。仰ぎ祭れば天高く。拝み祭れば地はつし神の恵みに生かさるる。身の幸いぞありがたき。我が生き神の恩取り次ぎ。人品もかくる時のなく天地の神の恩守りと吉かきの隔てなし神に尽くしみはよろずよに山ねぐみちて果てしなく感計らいは薄しくて人の思いぞ及ばざる我ら今月今日いやび祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえ祭らん神の比例を仰ぎ祭らん。Prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. On the service order, if you go to the hyperlink, you go to that word, go to the hyperlink, it'll take you directly to the prayer. Prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. 木神金光大臣様天地金の神様木神金光大臣様天地金の神様 We offer our hearts of appreciation, your love and virtue, as we are allowed to live in this very moment. Currently, a pandemic is rapidly spreading throughout the world. The novel coronavirus pandemic is causing much concern and raising anxieties amongst people and nations. Thus, we offer our hearts and prayer to end this pandemic as soon as possible. Sadly, there are those who have passed away because of this virus, and we put our hands together to pray for their spirits' peace and salvation. We also pray for those who are infected by the virus to quickly heal and recuperate in order that they may continue to contribute to society and the world. We pray for political and economical and educational reform so that all the anxieties and distrust we have been harboring will dissipate and we will be blessed with societal order. For those that are suffering in the midst of this pandemic, please allow their faiths to be resurrected and their livelihoods be restored. Now more than ever, we commit to reviving our hearts of appreciation, having a heart of kami, and praying for and guiding others. May we all be awakened to your truth that a faith that helps others helps ourselves. Use us to help you in this crusade to end this pandemic and bring peace to this world. It is our sincere prayer that the people of the world will not only have peace of mind, but also live happily, safely, and healthily. 木神金光大臣様、天地金の神様、木神金光大臣様、天地金の神様。地道拝礼 4 sincere claps. Chido Haide 4 sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 11 for prayer to the departed souls. Prayer to the departed souls. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally, your lives retold from generation to generation, honored as a foundation of our society and the roots of our families. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without fail. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 一度敬礼。Please bow your heads in prayer. 我らを軍も従わしき道の釘を極めたまいぬ。くてこの道を人のように広く伝えて悩みを救い助けんと、人を助けて物が助かるの道、人喜べば神喜びたもと、こよに神明を捧げ尽くしたまい。本校教大阪教会初代下神や広間道分けの御事の御霊の神大教会と白神道置きや高根の君の御霊の神本校教道広教会初代長木貞七三牛豊木牛の御霊の神本校教丹波教会初代本堂津垣藤森焼高の君の御霊の神本校教東京教会初代ラサブロアズマの道分け牛の御霊の神未来教会長肌はじめ牛の御霊の神三大教会長肌教師牛の御霊の神三大教会長夫人肌久美子姫の御霊の神ありがとうございます。霊のご霊殿に御心も麗しく静まります。本校教サンフランシスコ教会三大教会長松井文雄牛の御霊の神三大教会長夫人松井文子姫の御霊の神本校教玉水教会初代川安太郎三牛道照三柱牛の御霊の神初代夫人湯川秀興正し道照姫の御霊の神湯川未来教会長湯川茂牛の御霊の神未来教会長夫人湯川富雄姫の御霊の神三大教会長湯川康夫牛の御霊の神三大教会長夫人湯川真理子姫の御霊の神本校教銀座教会初代湯川誠一牛の御霊の神初代夫人湯川津也姫の御霊の神未来教会長湯川信直牛の御霊の神ありがとうございます。サンデーゴの広き遠き身を思い持ちて道の御光を甘かがし支援の徳を繰りかがし半取り次の技を務め本校教サンデーゴ教会初代川のり和牛の御霊の神ありがとうございます。湯 川家、土井家、牧野家、高橋家、白石家、丹家、ピティツ家、ブスケ家、ビビンズ家、中尾家、八田家、渋谷家、今岡家、先祖代々の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。秀島力松の御霊の神、秀島八王子姫の御霊の神、大坪亀吉牛の御霊の神、石和田春子姫の御霊の神、後藤勲牛の御霊の神、後藤智代姫の御霊の神、武田貞子姫の御霊の神、岩佐久姫の御霊の神、宇多間正幸姫の御霊の神、宇多間菊江姫の御霊の神、宇多間京子ドルティ大戸寺の御霊の神、高橋春子マーガレット姫の御霊の神、安武光子姫の御霊の神、上袋牛の御霊の神、新松梅子姫の御霊の神、清水幸喜彦の御霊の神、大場愛子姫の御霊の神、大場正則牛の御霊の神、坂井春子姫の御霊の神、坂井和子姫の御霊の神、東光姫の御霊の神、大田玉姫の御霊の神、高橋須磨子姫の御霊の神、吉高龍右衛門牛の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。宮井家、スピース家、浮須家、クレア家、オスカ家、白家、伊藤千尋の家の御霊の神、服部家、神林家、ミク家、グラン家、フィンリー家、野添家、フランク家、浅野家、ジュイレティ家、須藤家、野口家、楠木家、長島家、デイビス家、オブライエン家、ディルウェイ家、高見家、牧野家、園田家、田中清信の家の御霊の神、田中義雄の家の御霊の神、坂東光弘の家の御霊の神、谷口小波の家の御霊の神、バーサスケス家、河野家、飯森家、キャルフン家、藤本家、伊藤和子の家の御霊の神、森家、ベルチェル家、カミンス家、福田恵子の家の御霊の神、ヘッ家、ポーツメン家、アイゼックス家、浜川家、モーリス家、オーラー家、サハラ家、坂田家、ズンウォル家、ホリンズワース家、瀬川家、浦田家、ブラウン家、テプナッパ家、ジョー家、松井家、松野家、ガアン家、岡崎家、ロペス家、ゴンス家、秀島家、大坪家、ギルモア家、菅原家、横塚家、高橋家、長川家、宮本家、上下家、青野家、山城家、森里家、羽生家、森本家、小垣家、ビードル家、ミート家、ワッメン家、ワン家、お父つ、親よよの親、からやからもろもろの御霊の神たちに、つごんね申し上げます。サンディエゴ教会、北サンディエゴカウンティ集会に関係にあるもろもろの家の先祖代々の御霊の神、ゆえんむえんもろもろの御霊の神様につごんね申し上げます。On behalf of the Ujiko of the San Diego Church, North San Diego County Gathering, San Diego County, the state of Arizona, the state of Nevada, the state of Hawaii, and Estados Unidos Mexicanos, I, Tenchi Takahashi, offer the following prayer. This morning we take this opportunity to remember and honor the following Mitama who passed away in the month of July. Sandai Kongko Sama Sandan, the third son of the third Kongko Sama, Kongko Shinsei Ushi no Mitama no Kami, Kongko Kyo Ginza Kyokai Shodai Fujin, the founding minister of the Kongko Church of Ginza's wife of the founding minister of the Kongko Church of Ginza, Yukawatsuya Hime no Mitama no Kami, 金光教安倍の教会二代教会長 The second head minister of the 金光 Church of 安倍の伊藤光玉照真道早姫の御霊の神金光教シャトル教会初代長の長男 The eldest son of the founding minister of the 金光 Church of Seattle 秀島徹の御霊の神ルイス・アサノ・フランクの御霊の神クララ・ルイーズ・ミーの御霊の神ダグラス・オッメン・ギロの御霊の神田代・ユリ・ステファニー・水てる玉乗り道イラスメンの御霊の神バーニー・ドーメンの御霊の神ハブ・ビロ・グラディス・イツエ・真心白玉てる姫の御霊の神Together, the San Diego Church and North County Gathering Ohana offer our hearts of appreciation to all of you for all you have done for each of us, society, and the world. We thank you for continuing to be in and a part of our lives. We offer a special prayer of appreciation to the following mitama who are celebrating honorary years. Yukawa Tsiahime no mitama no kami, 25 years. Louis Asano Frank no mitama no kami, 65 years. Clara Louise Meek no mitama no kami, 25 years. Bernie Dorman no mitama no kami, who passed away 3 days ago. To all the mitama called upon this morning, we thank you for your many years of watching over, guiding, and protecting us every single day. Thank you for embracing us daily with your love and warmth. We know that there are times when you shake your head, roll your eyes at us, and you wonder, what are they doing? We apologize that sometimes we just don't know what we do. However, we ask that you please continue to embrace us with your love, understanding, and virtue. We implore you to help and support us to never give up in regards to our challenges of our lives. Guide us to turn our hearts to and trust in Kami. Please walk with us and guide us to have a heart that embraces all people, regardless of race, nationality, size, sexual orientation, gender identity, age, occupation, etc. Please guide your descendants to the church to learn more about our teachings of love and humanity. This morning, we pray for the many who have passed away tragically due to war, hate, natural disasters, racism, poverty, accidents, illnesses, discrimination, crime, or other tragic needs. Just this past week, in southern Kyushu, there were torrential rains that resulted in floods with 58 dead and 13 missing. We offer our hearts and prayers of aloha to all of you, so all of you may find peace, healing, and your way into the bosom of Tenchi Kane. It is our sincere prayer that along with Tenchi Kane, you will help heal the wounds of the victims hurt, comfort yours and other family members whose hearts are broken. And finally, we ask you, please join us in creating a world of not acceptance and tolerance, but instead of love, so no more tragedies, hate crimes, and wars will take place. Please return to Kami-sama's bosom of love, grace, and virtue. Receive Ikigami Konko Daijin's Toritsugi. Practice true faith with your descendants and open your hearts to Kami's love, truth, true okage, and virtue. And walk together joyfully and in appreciation with your descendants in faith. As this prayer comes to an end, we ask that all mitama honored this month, as well as the families of all the mitama called forth, that you please receive our prayers, offerings, and hearts. Me ke aloha pumehana, mahalo anui. Now please raise your heads. 一同共に入れ。Please open your prayer books to page 36 for 祖先三時。祖先三時。よよの親は我が家の神、我が神と心尽くして、いつき祭らな心尽くして、いつき祭らな尊きみよやの神たちよ、海の子のために家の柱を沈めたて、たまい初このためにこのなりわいを守り助けたまいあぶりをのみえぬさかいにましませどもみ尽くしみのみ心は写しよに変わらせたまわず先見たまのまさきく先はえたまいくしみたまのくしびにめぐみたまいて志は巻の柱の動きなくなりわいは結ぶつなめのゆるびなく真心清らに励みつとめしめたまいゆからやあらやわらぎやいてきにけんにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに移しよのことを得て神の御門に参らんの時には必ずしも迎え取りたまいみつくしみよおむらしめたまわんものと神の実りの絶えなるをかしこみかたじけな耳をやの恵みのおぼろげならぬを嬉しみ喜び申すことを見心も涼やかにきこしめしたまえと申すアナクシビのみよやのみたまアナクシビのみよやのみたまアナコトのみよやの神アナコトのみよやの神一度入れFour sincere claps with the officiant. 一度入れまだ好きかけて祈らなよ世のやあの御親の神の支配よたまだ好きかけて祈らなよ世のやあの御親の神の支配よ 拝礼。拝礼。Please open your prayer books to page 6 for recitation of Tenchi Kane. Tenchi Kane. 気神金光大臣天地金の神一心に願え。影は我が心にあり、今月今日で頼み。Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. 拝礼。Thank you very much for coming to today's service, or attending today's service. Today, wait now. Hopefully I have everything ready. I don't know where it went. There we go. Okay. So today, I wanted to kind of do today's sermon. I was actually came to me while I was working in the garden. It was like this epiphany. I should know this, but it was this huge epiphany that hit me out of the blue. So I wanted to share it with you. So let me pop it open. So today's sermon, I'm calling it Heaven is Father, Earth is Mother. And this is really a teaching from Kongo Daijin to all of us. And I think, and for my family, especially for my ohana, this is a very critical, very important teaching. And the reason why I say it's important is because for the Takahashi family, the person who introduced us to Kongo Kyo is this woman that you see right here. If you can see that right there. I know it's kind of hard to see. Sorry about that. But this is my aunt, the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi. My aunt, as the story is told to us in our family, was kicked in the face by a horse as a child. So her eyes had been bulged out. She wore glasses that were extremely thick. And even with very thick glasses, she could not see very well. She had gone around to all of these Buddhist temples, and we actually have Shinto shrines in Hawaii. So she went around to the various Shinto shrines and temples, and she started practicing Oyakushi-sama, this faith in Oyakushi-sama. However, it was her sewing instructor that introduced her to our faith. And what ended up happening is the day that she went to Honolulu, and at that time, if I'm correct, it was still a gyosho or a mission. So it was still a mission. And so she had attended service. It was a monthly service. And Reverend Masayuki Kodama, who is the founding minister of the Honolulu Church, was giving this sermon about heaven being father and earth being mother. And this affected her so much. She began crying and crying and crying. I think for her, because this is a woman who my aunt truly loved her parents. And when she realized, most of the time when you think of faith, we're just looking at the heavens. We're just looking at the heavens. We forget about the earth. For her, it's like saying, I am forgetting about my mom. This is someone I keep forgetting about. And it was this first introduction to Kongo Kyo that made her realize this is a real faith. This is real. And she began attending church from then on forth. Eventually, her eyesight actually got much better, to the point that she didn't have to wear those extremely thick glasses, and she didn't have to bring reading materials of this close to her eyes. She could read them at a normal place. So that's my aunt. However, there's, aside from this teaching, why is this teaching important? It's really important. So let me share with you, when we think of our parents, regardless of the relationship that we have with our parents, we forget. I think we think of both of our parents. We love our parents. Most of us love our parents, but we love our parents. I love my parents. But when we think about Kami-sama, when we think about Kami, or we think about God, all we look up is, we look at the sky, and only the sky. So at an Ohana camp sponsored by the Wahiawa Church, I remember I did this exact theme. This was the theme that we were working with. And I said, this experiment could have gone totally wrong, but it worked out so amazingly. I looked at this little girl, and her mom was next to her. And I said, "Is that your mom?" And she said, "Yeah, that's my mom." I said, "Oh, do you spit on the ground?" She goes, "Yeah, I spit on the ground." I go, "Okay. You love your mom?" And she said, "Yeah, I love my mom." I said, "Oh. Then give her a hug." So the little girl gave her mom a hug. And I said, "Now spit on her." She goes, "What?" I said, "Spit on your mom." She goes, "No, I will never spit on my mom." I said, "Why? I love my mom." "But you spit on the ground. If you spit on the ground, you should be able to spit at your mom." Do you know, the whole room was so silent. It was one of those powerful realizations for many people, especially with this teaching. Heaven is Father, earth is Mother, and we call it Mother Earth. We call it all of these things. We call it all of these things, and yet, if we can do all these things to the soil and the ground, then why can't we do it to our moms? And what's interesting, though, what's truly, truly interesting is that a mother is a very interesting person. We have a concept in Japanese culture called oyako, or filial piety, where we honor our parents. And some people take it to the extreme that they believe that they have to pay for their parents' things. They have to do all of these things for their parents. Especially in Japanese culture, it can get very quite extreme. But oyakoko, the essence of it is respecting your parents. And we often tend with Kami-sama to forget about Kami-sama's nature, mother's nature, and we take advantage of it. I wrote something in Facebook. May 5th in Japan is considered Children's Day, but also by law, it is also considered the Japanese official Mother Day. It's an actual, it's not one like in America where it's a profit-making event. May 5th is actually incorporated. That Mother's Appreciation Day is incorporated into the law for holidays. And when we think about a mother is just so amazing. So, a mother is just really and truly amazing. And by the way, this is my mom right here, this lady wearing the lei. That's my mom. And regardless of what your relationship is with your mom, mothers are kind of one of the most amazing people out there. Let me give you, I want to read something that I wrote on Facebook once. And I keep posting it every May 5th. I didn't post it this year, but every May 5th I post the same thing because I think it's true. So let me share with this. So it's about mothers, and it says, remember, this is the woman who put up with your BS. Remember, this is the woman who either pushed you out or got her tummy cut open so you could have a life. Remember, this is the woman who cried behind closed doors so no one would worry and know when the burden of the family got heavy. Remember, this is the woman who changed your diapers, washed your winker, wiped your butt, and possibly got peed on when she took off your diaper. Remember, this is the woman who cooked and cleaned. Remember, this is the woman who was probably strict with you so that you would not turn into one of those Beverly Hills types brats, and so that you would become the person you are today. Remember, this is the woman who is always in the shadows of their husband and children's glory. Remember, this is the woman who carried you in her womb for 8 to 9 months. In Jackie Chan's case, apparently it's 12. So whether or not you have a good relationship with your mother or not, and I don't care if you're a son or daughter, give thanks to your mother who you popped out of, alive or passed on, and give thanks to the mother, alive or passed on, that raised, tolerated, held, helped, loved, kissed, patted, spanked, gifted, cooked for, washed clothes for, praised, yelled at, complimented, protected, and guided you. You know, when I think of that, when I wrote that, I think of something that Reverend, I think it was Reverend Mitsuaki. I think it's Reverend Mitsuaki Otsubo shared with me. You know, he was telling me about the importance. He's of the Aidaku Church, and unfortunately, he passed on a while ago. And he shared with me something so powerful, and that's what that's based off of. He shared with me. He said, "Todd, the earth is so amazing. It is truly a mother. When you think of a mother, this is a person that we pee on. This is a person that we walk on. This is a person that we defile. This is a person we do so much to the earth." A mother receives the same kind of treatment from their children and her husband at times. We don't think about that. And the mother is so great. Our mothers are so great. And that just shows you how great Kami-sama is. You know, my aunt, Reverend Haruko Takahashi, this heaven is father, earth is mother, especially earth is mother, was really strict about that. My cousin George Greenhouse shared that as once during this, I think he said it was during the summer, he and his younger brother, Woodrow Greenhouse, stayed over at the Wahiwa Church. And my aunt was babysitting them, taking care of them. And one day they had to use the bathroom, and they were so lazy. They didn't want to use the bath. They didn't want to go inside the church to use the bathroom there. So they peed outside on the church property. And my aunt saw them do that. And she yelled at the top of her voice, "Georgie, get in here." Not get in here and use the bathroom. Get in here into the Hiromae and apologize to Kami-sama. You know, I remember that story, and you know, I have a hard time peeing outside. I cannot spit. I do not spit on the ground. My Uncle George shared that because of that experience, if he has no choice but to pee on the ground, he apologizes to Kami-sama immensely and asks for forgiveness. He never spits. He says he has never spit on the ground after that incident, because he realized how precious the earth is, that this is Mother Earth. This is my mother. This is part of Kami-sama. Konko Daijin taught us that if you want to meet Kami, step outside of your home. For the sky above, the Father, Ten, is Kami. The ground below, Mother, Chi, the ground below is Kami. All of that is Kami. But a part of Kami-sama's nature is to take everything in. I think that's so amazing. You know, I spent 1,000 days at the Whittier Rose Hills Church in Los Angeles, up north. And during that time, one of my responsibilities was to clean this altar. This is only part of the altar, but the altar is much bigger. And, you know, to clean that altar takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. An hour and a half to 2 hours. But when I was first assigned to do that, Reverend Wakiko Igawa, who is my spiritual mentor, told me, you know, Todd Sensei, when you clean this altar, I want you to take this opportunity to grow closer to Kami-sama. So anything you couldn't have said to me at the Okekai, I want you to say right here. You talk to Kami-sama. You talk to Mitama-san. You have a conversation with Kami-sama. You tell them everything in your heart. You tell them your fears, your trepidations, your worries, everything. If you want to grumble about me or warukuchi about me, say bad things about me, you say it here. You say it all here. And you know, that became my training, my daily training. I began doing that, and I would talk to Kami-sama always about everything. Sometimes I would cry, and that's why sometimes cleaning the altar would take about 2 hours, because I was that 1.5 hours to 2 hours, because I was literally having this conversation back and forth with Kami. Even for this altar back here, the altar back here, it takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours because I am constantly talking to Kami-sama. I've never forgotten that training. At your own home, if you have a Kami-sama and you're cleaning it, take that opportunity. Hey, Kami-sama, I gotta get this out of my system. I gotta share this with you. I'm so upset. I'm so happy. I'm so sad. I'm so full of joy. I'm so excited. So what is this epiphany that I came up? Well, before I move into that, heaven is earth. Heaven is Father, earth is Mother. That last teaching about stepping outside and everything you see is earth. These are two different churches. This, if I'm correct, is the Basilica of Saint Ursula, and I have no clue which Shinto shrine this is. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because I really think about people who don't have a church next to them. And the Reverend Yoshitsugu Fukushima shares this story, and I can't remember it fully, but when he was studying in Chicago, he felt a longing, like he wanted to go to church. Something just wasn't right. So he wrote to his father, and he was sharing with his father his feelings, and his father said to him, "Is there a church nearby?" He said, and if there's a church nearby, go into that church. It may not be a Kongokyo church, but that's okay. You go to that church and you seek the mediation of that Kami-sama. You seek the mediation of that Kami-sama. And just as if you're seeking Toritsugi. And I remember him sharing that story with me. And that struck a chord with me. I heard that story, that struck a chord with me. And the reason why I have this picture of a Shinto shrine, this is not the Shinto shrine I used to attend, but when I worked with Reverend Fukushima at the International Center, there, right around the corner was a Shinto shrine. And I remember, and I wanted to go to church every single day. But the nearest church was about a 30-minute walk away from the International Center. So I remembered what Fukushima Sensei had taught. And every day I went to that Shinto shrine. And I didn't pray to that Kami-sama. I sought the Toritsugi of that Kami-sama. And at first I thought, maybe I'm crazy. It's nuts. I began doing offerings to that Kami-sama, and at one point I even thought, gosh, maybe I'm going to stop this. Maybe I will stop this. Because I thought maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. But I know that Reverend Fukushima Sensei was right. And the reason why I say that is because I had an experience at that shrine. And let me share with you that experience. I'd stayed the night over at the Konko Church of Yokohama West, Reverend Shinji Yamada's church. And I said, I have to go from Yokohama back into Tokyo because I have to pick something up because I have to do something and get ready for Monday. I forgot it there. And a typhoon was coming to Japan. Okay, so a typhoon was coming to Japan. And I said, Shinji says, just drop me off. Please drop me off at the train station. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. They were kind of worried about me. I got all the way to my train station. I got off and it was pouring. And I'm like, oh my gosh, whatever. I just got to get going. And I ran out. I was soaking wet. And when I got in front of the jinja, the Shinto shrine, I looked at it and said, I'm so sorry. I don't have an umbrella. If I did, I would stop. I'm so sorry. And I left and I went straight to the International Center. I got in, I got what I needed to do. I kind of dried off, and about 10 minutes, I was out in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I grabbed an umbrella, but there was nothing. It had stopped raining. And there was a circle right around literally a circle. Everywhere else there was clouds, but there was a circle right around where I was. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Do I need an umbrella? Do I not need an umbrella? 10 minutes prior, there was rain, and now there's no rain. I'm not sure what to do. So I put the umbrella back, and I just walked over to the Jinja, the Shinto shrine, and I sought the Toritsugi of that Kami-sama, and I said, I'm so sorry about the last that I couldn't come and stop here. You know that every time I come to work, I stop and I say hello. And when I leave, I stop to say hello. Please forgive me. I ask for your forgiveness. Please, otodoke to Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama that I'm going to go home now. And please allow me to go home safely. And so I walked all the way to the train station. And then I realized, oh, shoot, I have to pick up my book from Kinokuniya because I had ordered a book. And that's in Shinjuku. So I said, well, let's go do it. So I got in the train. As soon as the door shut, rain hit. I'm like, I must be crazy to do this. This is nuts. But I got off at Shinjuku station. As soon as I got out of the train station, that's a pretty big train station, there was a circle around Shinjuku. And I was able to go to Kinokuniya. The moment I entered into Kinokuniya bookstore, it poured. It poured. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get home? I'm so stupid. This is so dumb. I think I did the wrong thing. I grabbed my book. I paid for my book, grabbed my book. And as soon as I came out, there was another circle. Complete circle. I thought, okay, I must be crazy. But I'm just going to take advantage of this. I'm going to go straight to the train station. I'm going straight home. I did. I went straight to the train station. Got in the train. As soon as the train doors closed, boom, rain hit. Like there was no tomorrow. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have to walk. I don't have my bus pass. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to walk home. And oh my gosh, I have no food at home. Like, oh shoot, what am I going to do? So fortunately, the department store that I always shopped at, grocery store that I was shopped at was right next to the train station. So I got out, was able to go in, get some food, buy it, and as soon as I walked out, there was another ring right around this station. And I said, this is so weird. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. And so I thought, well, then I'll just walk home. So I walked all the way back to the dormitory. And after I got to the dormitory, I walked in. So you have to walk into this entranceway, and then you walk out of the entranceway and you climb up the stairs. And the moment I shut the door to my dormitory, this huge crash hit the ceiling and it started pouring like there was no tomorrow. And I sat in front of my altar thinking, what happened? What is going on? And I realized all this time, I had honored that Kami-sama, treating that Kami-sama as a mediator, honoring and respecting that Kami-sama. And I got home safe. That Kami-sama protected me, took care of me. Literally, I wouldn't doubt that Kami-sama kept imploring to Tenchi Kane to make sure he goes home dry. And except for one time, dry I did. So we know when we talk about heaven is Father, earth is Mother, Tenchi, the universe, that's all Kami-sama. Those Kami-samas, when I go to a Christian church, I always seek the mediation of Jesus Christ to Tenchi Kane no Kami. I have no qualms about that after what Fukushima Sensei taught me. Oh, this was supposed to be what I was supposed to, sorry. So what is this epiphany I had? What is this huge epiphany I had? So if you see in this picture, let me make it a little bit bigger for you. It's kind of this is the backyard of the home the home of the room that I rent. You can see it's like dead field. It's mostly clay and a lot of stone and dirt. And this would actually be 2 months since I've been working in this garden, that I've created this garden in the home. And I dig and I dig and I dig. There's more dirt. There's more, not dirt, there's more rocks. There's a ton of rocks. And one day, as I was transplanting one of the plants, something hit me and said, oh my gosh, this is earth. This is Daichi. This is Kami-sama. That teaching, heaven is Father, earth is Mother, hit me really hard. Like, I could be talking and you're going to listen to me. And you're taking everything in. My earthly mother, this parent Kami is taking everything I say in. Every time I'm mad or I'm upset or I'm sad, you take it in. And then you produce something as beautiful as this morning glory. To give me hope, to give me strength, to remind me that you're listening to me. This happened actually last week when this morning glory first blossomed. This is the first, so I have 2 morning glory plants, and this is the very first flower that bloomed. And I call this morning glory Nozomi, or hope, because in this crazy world we're living in, I needed hope. From this, Kami-sama gave me this. And it filled me with so much joy and appreciation. I said, thank you. I didn't realize here is this opportunity for me to continue doing toritsugi, here for me to share my heart. And this earth mother, Kami-sama's, this characteristic of Kami-sama is listening to me, taking it all in, loving me, cherishing me, and making sure that I am okay. By the way, this is from this morning. This picture is actually from this morning. Actually there's 4. You can't see the one in the back, but there's 4 blossoms from this morning. But, what am I trying to say with this? I want to say that Kami-sama is everywhere. And, the San Diego Church is fortunate to have believers who live in Arizona, in Nevada, in Hawaii, on the island of Maui, as well as in Mexico. And, I feel, I know what it's like to be in a place where there is no church. I know what it's like to be in a place where there is no church. You look for one, and there's nothing. And even though Tijuana, or one of our believers is right across the border, he cannot cross the border at will. He cannot do any because of what's going on now. But here is such a wonderful opportunity for us to remember that Kami-sama is everywhere. Not just in front of our altars. Not just, here at church. Kami-sama is everywhere. When we're working in the garden, where we're watering a plant, is everywhere. When we go to the beach, one of my greatest solaces was to go to the beach and my heart would be healed. I would just watch it, or go into the water, and I find healing that way. If you ever see me driving in a car, this is absolutely true. I'll drive in a car like this. If you see me talking, I look crazy. I really do look crazy. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to Kami-sama constantly. That's so important to me, to keep that connection. My heart constantly turned to Kami-sama. So today, I ask you to please keep your heart turned towards Kami-sama. Regardless of what it is, today's teaching from Reverend Yasutaru Yukawa states that regardless of what the time, to keep your heart pure and clean. Well, to keep your heart pure and clean, you don't have to just chant that Amatsu Norito or purification prayer. Give what's in your heart to Kami-sama. Do not hesitate. That is Kami-sama's responsibility. That is Kami-sama's joy, to take that away from you. Miss Joanne Sonoda, another believer of our church, said something so powerful to me on the phone one day. She said that this church is a place where people can escape to. And unfortunately, there's not many places that we can escape to anymore, especially with COVID. However, you can always escape to your own altars. You can escape looking at a plant that you love. If you're able to go to a park or look at something beautiful, you can escape. You can go there and take solace. You can have a conversation there if it brings you joy. So I ask you to take this opportunity. COVID sucks. I'll be the first person to tell you that. But it's also a wonderful opportunity to refreshen our spirits, to remember Kami-sama and those who came before us. please take this opportunity to turn your hearts and become closer to Kami-sama. And I'm sure as we continue to do that, we'll see things in a different light. I know slowly I'm beginning to see that even amongst this craziness that we live in. With that, I want to thank you all for attending today's service. Before we go, I just want to make a few announcements. One, if you haven't done the Survey Monkey, please do the Survey Monkey down below. As I shared, it's just I would like to put your name in the book of prayers, where just like Konko Daijin did, people who attended today's service, I want to make sure their names, the church they attended, and where they're from is put it in there. And I'm also putting it into the Gokinencho as well. 2, next week I'm leaving kind of early to go to Whittier Rose Hills to help assist with their monthly service. So I will be there, but I will have access to my internet and my phone will be with me. Following week, I think it's the 26th is next week, we will have a prayer service, not a regular service, just a prayer service and a mini study group session. And so I will have all the materials you need for the study group session on the 21st. You should have all of that then. 2nd, 3rd, next, 4th, whatever number I'm on. If you would like to receive the church newsletter or stay up to date, please send me. You can DM me right in the chat, not in the chat box. Just email me at sandiego.konkodaijin@gmail.com. You can email me your email. Say, hey, Sensei, please put me on your church newsletters or updates. We also are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So check us out there. I feel like Ebizo Ichikawa. And also, I want to thank everyone for your support. Everyone, especially today, I would like to thank Reverend Byron Ishiwata. I asked him, Sensei, if he could give me the Romaji version of the Amatsu Norito, and he just like, take it, please use it. And so we thank Byron Sensei and the San Jose Church for the use of the Romaji version of the Amatsu Norito. So with that, please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Please, if you need to do otoritsugi, most of you know my phone number. You know the email, sandiego.konkodaijin@gmail.com. My job as mediator, that's my job. So please, please, please do not hesitate to contact me that way. With that, thank you very much for attending today's service. I look forward to seeing all of you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Ahui ho.